Okay, team, here's the message today. I just spent 30 minutes listening to Stanley McChrystal talk. General Stanley McChrystal, former Joint Special Operations Commander. I could list, for 5 minutes, I could list his resume. Every time I've ever heard him speak, I felt myself just being so inspired by his amazing leadership. Arguably one of the most important leadership roles on our country's ever seen, which is so true for so many of our military leaders, because people's lives are in your hands. But we all have leadership roles in some form or fashion. Maybe you're the leader of your family. Arguably one of the most, if not the most important leadership role you will ever have. As a leader of a family, we are influencing the next in line. Maybe one of your kids will be the next Stanley McChrystal or the next president or the next whatever. We are, remember, you see the foundation to the house right there? Well, it took that foundation a couple days to cure. When we're leading a family, that's basically an 18-year foundation cure, and we're shoving rebar in there. Every time we lead with our best foot forward, we're pushing more rebar in there as that foundation cures, and then they go on to be, our kids go on to be big leaders. So if you're a family leader, are you leading people at your place of work? Are you a supervisor, manager, general manager, VP? Maybe you're the owner of the company. Maybe you're a coach. Maybe you're an educator. We all lead in some form or fashion at periods of times throughout our life. How do those people see you? Because when I see McChrystal talk, man, listen to him talk, I'm inspired, man. I want to be led by him. And you hear the people that were led by him. You see you read about and you hear them speaking about the crazy respect they had for him, being led in times when they were in sheer danger, but they stood tall and they're like, I respect you, sir. Or I respect you, ma'am. That's the big challenge here, is how do people see you as their leader? Maybe it's your kids right now. Whoever you're leading, your team, how do they see you? That's the challenge. Do you need to shore up and clean up a few things? Are you putting your best foot forward? Nobody's ever expecting you to be perfect. Do you need to clean a few things up? Are there things we can do to be better leaders? I can name freaking 15 things for myself. McChrystal inspired me to shoot this message for you. He inspired me to clean up some more things in my leadership. Every single thing I know and do is because somebody served me. I always give credit where credit is due. I am an expert in absolutely nothing. On my best day, we were like, Yancey, man, you're really good at that. It's like, I'm better. I'm going to get better today, and I'll be better tomorrow, and I'm going to lean on people to make me better. There's nothing that I invented. There's nothing that I came up with for the most part. Yeah, there's things we coin and whatnot, but all of my leadership skills that I have are because somebody makes me better every day. That 30 minutes that I spent with General McChrystal made me better today. It made me want to reach out and inspire you. Be humble, be authentic, be genuine, be positive. Sometimes you got to say things that others are scared to say. You can really drive it home sometimes, and you need to say things that others don't want to say sometimes. You just do it in a way that maintain the level of respect for everybody. You look at McChrystal's history. He said some things at times that got him in a little bit of trouble, but you know what? You look back on what he said, and I believe they needed to be said. And he just be authentic. Be genuine, be passionate, be positive, and be humble. I think I think McChrystal fits in all those. I've never met the man in person. I just like listening to him, and he inspired me today. So that's the reason for the message. Be the best leader you can be. Be the best version of yourself. Lean towards seeing the good before you see. So many people right now, there will be people that watch this message, and the first thing they think of is like, yeah, but I remember when he did that wrong. That's a bad attitude. Don't do that. There's good in most people. Sometimes you even need to freaking hammer them a little bit, but they're doing something good. In this case, we're talking about a man that did a lot of good. You can do a lot of good. I can do a lot of good. We all can do a lot of good to be the best leaders we can be, and maximize that time, maximize that opportunity of being a leader, man. Every time you get to step in that role of leadership, It should fire you up to be freaking the best version of yourself. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in for a few minutes. We're going to get through this, man. I'm just like marching this morning. That's probably like a 17-lap message in only 5 minutes. We're going to get through it. COVID-19, how will you be remembered, folks? How will you be remembered? How did you lead virtually during this time? How did you lead your family? Come on, if about 20% of this country and the rest of the planet they're working twice as much actually at work. Props to you. Thank you so much for your service right now. While about 80% of it has to stay at home. How are you leading in those situations? Be the best version of yourself. Thank you all so much out there that are in those positions that have to work twice as much as you were before, because you're taking care of us and helping us get through this. I love y'all. Big love. Light up the planet today, my friends, and tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and serve big. Rock and roll.